أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. By the barakah of Sidi Shaykh Mohamed Faouzi al-Karkari قدس الله سره. Notes from lecture from November 2024, part 2. Before starting this video, I would like to say that this work would never have seen the light without Sidi Shaykh. If something is wrong, it will be from myself, and everything that is correct is from Sidi Shaykh. A disciple asks Sidi Shaykh about the actions, if performed by a disciple, cause the Shaykh to love him and be pleased with him. Sidi Shaykh responded that all actions a person performs with the Shaykh loves are pleasant. He emphasized that it's impossible to list all such actions, stating that actions are like supererogatory acts of worship, nawafil, and that those nawafil leading to gnosis, to the knowledge of God, are limitless. He quoted the Hadith Qudsi, in which Allah says, "My servant continues to draw near to me through supererogatory acts of worship until I love him." He then stressed the disciples' need for discernment in this matter. Sidi Shaykh stated that disciples should refrain from talking about their actions. A disciple should not boast or even speak of doing or not doing, as such discourse is undesirable, even detestable. Sidi Shaykh explained that he dislikes when a disciple approaches and announces that they will do something for the Shaykh. He prefers a disciple who acts without speaking. Furthermore, he stated that the disciple who acts must do so with knowledge of those actions, clarifying that it is wrong to act without such knowledge. He reiterated that these are the things that displease him. Sidi Shaykh then explained that a disciple who seeks to alleviate a burden from his Shaykh in a particular matter should simply perform the task, acting without speaking about it. The disciple should avoid phrases like "I did," "I will do," or "in the past I was doing." Such discourse is appropriate with family and friends, but not with the Shaykh. These expressions should not be uttered in the Zawiyah, as they render the actions unacceptable once heard by the Shaykh. Sidi Shaykh emphasized that it is he, the Shaykh, not the disciple, who should talk about the disciple's deeds. He likened the situation to the disciple taking the faculty of speech from the Shaykh if the disciple talks about what he's doing. It is as if the disciple is challenging, wearing or rising above the Shaykh in respect of a particular faculty or sense, be it hearing, speech, touch, or walking. This, Sidi Shaykh stressed, is considered enmity, not love, and it renders the disciple's deeds unacceptable. He insisted that the disciple must perform the actions, perfect them, do them without seeking reward, and do them for God, without speaking. Sidi Shaykh clarified that if an action is not performed in this manner, with these aspects, it is unacceptable, regardless of whether it is obligatory or supererogatory deed. This, he explained, was in response to the question about what actions the Shaykh loves. He continued by explaining that through the disciple's companionship with the Shaykh, the disciple should know what things the Shaykh needs, or what benefits the path or the Shaykh. If the disciple does it, then he shouldn't talk about it. Sidi Shaykh proclaimed that the worst disciple is one who speaks of himself, adding that such a person will never prosper. The most challenging aspect of the spiritual path, sayr, is to say I. Sidi Shaykh explained that the beginning of the spiritual journey starts with the ha of identity, ha ul-hawiyya. It's to learn how to speak with the first word and utterance being who, he, signifying not I. This signifies recognizing that all actions come from who. He is the one who came, who did, who gave me. He. Concurrently, the person recognizes their own prior state of darkness, disobedience, and distance. and that God chose and favored them. If a person does not master this, they do not possess the secret of the of identity. He then described the next stage as lahu, to him, where one begins to speak of God's blessings. He explained the meaning of to him belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, implying that the disciple possesses nothing. The disciple acknowledges being a transgressor, a bankrupt, muflis. One cannot possess the secret of the second lecture if they do not master this. He added that disciples often believe they possess secrets when they do not. Sidi Shaykh stated that each person should apply this explanation to themselves. Sidi Shaykh also explained that the meaning of tasting the secret, as-sir, is not that the person will bring forth information not previously known to the Shaykh. He characterized this as foolishness of the highest degree. When the Shaykh reveals this secret, the very essence of the matter is given to the disciple. What then remains for the disciple to bring? What could they possibly add? Some, he observed, go and study, reading books, and then present these interpretations, imagining that with time they might internalize them or even come to believe that the insights originates with them. He clarified that they have given the first key of the of identity, to see how the disciple is able to use this key. He said, if the disciple can't use it, it's not for him. The key was given by the Shaykh, but the disciple cannot use it. When the Shaykh is asked about this disciple, he would say that he has nothing. This response is based on the disciple's interaction with the secret, not on the information he received. The Shaykh does not expect the disciple to write lessons and books, but rather to see his actions and if they are aligned with the key. When the Shaykh gives the secret of the light to the disciple, he loves to see it on him in the same state he gave it to him. Sidi Shaykh added that those who have attained true understanding are few, countable on one's fingers, while those who have received knowledge but not interacted with the secret of the divine essence are in the millions. Those few are watched closely. He clarified that these actions bring one closer to this state, explaining that when a disciple refrains from talking about their actions and maintains proper conduct, it demonstrates an understanding of the divine secret and a comprehension that these actions are not from them, but gifts from God. Sidi Shaykh added that if God elevates one's actions, he also elevates the very means by which the action was performed. Thus, both the action and the one who performed the action are gone, ghabu, and he, the doer, returns to the Lord of the action through this action. If one remembers and mentions the action, it signifies that the action remains with them. The raised deed, he explained, goes to the true one, al-Haqq, beyond the heavens, to the throne of the most merciful. How then can the disciple remember it and mention it? So that was all for this video. Alhamdulillah الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق. اللهم لك الحمد، اللهم لك الحمد، اللهم لك الحمد. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.